Yo, this banana weenie has a 20% chance of developing. And the Canadian tornado situation today is lit. I mean, we're looking at some Twister type shit. Yozer. Boundaries. We don't need no stinking boundaries. Boundaries. Somewhere over the mountains, we are watching storms. Yeah, Reed's busy today. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, fantastic, super Freedom Day, 4th of July. It always feels weird to be in a good mood when things are so chaotic and turbulent in the real world. But Asteroid Fight Club, you guys have been so good to me. It's hard for me not to just be super happy, super grateful, and do what I can to bring you some interesting and hopefully funny information combined with weather and asteroids. Dave, the indoor cat Dickinson. This one's kind of random and unusual. A 30-meter neo-asteroid, 2011 ES4, will pass 0.3 lunar distances from the Earth on September 1st. Might be a decent binocular target on flyby. Speaking of decent targets, me and my imaginary girlfriend are definitely going to be looking out for Comet C2020 F3 Neo-Wise, as it is now being visible with a double tail right after dawn. And it will continue to get more interesting as it gets closer to the sun, reaching its closest point to Earth on about the 24th of July. So stay tuned, baby cakes. That was the non-gendered baby cakes. Man, I'm hungry. Okay, those are knocked loose in clouds, and they're all over the place. Well, I mean, whatever. Here we are, tripping into the twilight zone. Okay, so we have an eclipse rule that, definitely 5 days after an eclipse, we are watching for weird weather, and with a triple summer eclipse season that is anomalous, we are definitely looking for tropical weather to kind of kick off after the eclipse happens, which will be happening any minute now, or tonight. So Nicholas Barreto, after Tropical Depression 5, we may also have to watch a disturbance that could impact the northeast Gulf Costa, perhaps develop into a storm near the eastern seaboard within a couple of days. It's early to say, but it'll be worth watching closely. Hurricane season, and this is part of, we're watching multiple storms on multiple days in the future that make you go, WTF, are you doing tropical cyclonic feature? And we should be hoping and praying that the Asteroid Fight Club atmospheric defense team prayer warriors are still on top of their game, because it is hurricane season, and just like we saw Tropical Depression 5 pop up unexpected, be ready for some surprises, man. I said be ready for surprises, man. And Dada Boo, the Florida Wave Master, is watching out for the swell for all of us and for people on the coast. Philip Pappin, who's always yapping that cool weather jazz. The 12Z Euro is one possible scenario where the westernmost vortmax, southeast of Louisiana, becomes dominant and merges with the vortmax near Florida Panhandle as both move ashore. When, where, and if tropical cyclone genesis occurs depends on these hard-to-predict mesoscale interactions. And so we're seeing like a wave train of lows. They're starting to get their act together. And so if you are along the coast, models have been windshield wipering and all over the map, trying to figure out what is going on with our atmosphere. So I would definitely pay attention, because we are moving into the thick of the deep part of hurricane season. And we got a heat wave coming, which will add fuel to the hurricane rocket fuel fire. And so remember, Tropical Depression 5 kind of popped up out of nowhere. It is not really a threat to anybody but Bermuda. You got to stay on top of it. But, that'll kind of give us a clue of things to come. And we're looking at the latest run of GFS Model Madness, which has kind of a low developing and going up the coast. And then around the 14th, it will have our retrograding low that moves back into Texas. And so models have been kind of all over the place trying to figure out what will happen next in our tropical cyclone genesis future that we will all be sharing. So it is best to pay attention. And it definitely seems like this part of the USA is going to be getting quite a bit of rain regardless. So that's interesting. Also, be on the lookout for our friends over the pond to start getting hit with a rain train of wet lows. Because that's how she blows. Yar. And so, it's 2020. Expect things to be super duper absolutely kind of weird. And to change momentarily. So just stay aware. And say your prayers. Because everybody's predicting this is going to be a very active hurricane season when it does start up. I'm hoping Atmospheric Defense Team can give us a hurricane season as awesome as 2019, but it is best to prepare for the worst, pray for the best, and then do the best you can with the hand you have been dealt. We got a full moon eclipse tonight, so the energy is going to be weird. And the whole year is going to be a lead up as Jupiter and Saturn connect together on December 21st, 2020, exactly 8 years after the Mayan hullabaloo, riffraff, jingle jangle. Okay? So just want to say thank you to everybody. I want you all to have a wonderful 4th of July, but stay safe because the weather's turning up its weirdness. Parts of Japan got hit with 15 inches of rain in a very short amount of time, which caused some major and massive flooding. And so the West looks like they'll be going through the west of the United States will be going through some, which I guess we'd call the East. Weird. It'll be going through some pretty heavy monsoonal rains as monsoonal season kicks in. So God bless everyone. Stay cool, and I highly recommend listening to Neil Diamond's Coming to America today. Peace out, and I'll be around because this is what I do all the time. God bless everyone. May the 4th be with you, and may we live long and prosper together.